It's time to go to work. Let's do this.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, I gotta pay the price. All I want is to be left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone? I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
They ain't ready.
Go out at night, I lock the doors real tight. People call me on the
Mr.
phone,
Producer.
avoid, but can the people on TV see me, or am I just paranoid? When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair, 'cause when I open my eyes, I might find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, people say I'm touched, but maybe showers remind me of psycho too much. That's right, I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I
Where
have
are
no
my lights?
privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's
Where's my camera?
Tell me, is it just a dream?
Now that's more like it. Now, action.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Welcome to the world's most dangerous podcast, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray.
Somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again on another glorious Tuesday night on the world's most dangerous podcast. I am your host, Stevie Ray, and I'm telling you right now, we have another really big show for you tonight. But we want to start the show off like you guys just saw, paying tribute to one of our fallen heroes, someone that I grew up watching wrestle in the middle of the ring, who made me want to be a professional wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Mr. Dory Funk Jr. Yes, I've met Dory on many occasions. I worked with his brother, Terry Funk, and the whole Funk family was wrestling personified. And hey, let's send our condolences out to one of our fallen heroes, Mr. Dory Funk Jr. But after all of that, now let's get down to the real nitty gritty in this here city. Yes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You got pulled over for a DUI?
Yeah, man. I had a libation or two, and man, there's dash cam footage and everything.
Mr. Producer, over the weekend, you told me you was work present you. That is my favor to you, okay?
Oh, thank God.
But Mr. Producer, man, you got to stay focused, man.
Oh,
You
I
can't be
promise.
out there running from the laws.
I promise, Steve. I promise, man.
You can't. Oh, brother, bro. Okay, we. Everybody makes a mishap every now and then. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna get you help. Okay, and he already let me know he's got you.
I'm sorry.
Unsafe passing on the right, cutting across the gore.
Yeah, can't you listen?
Obviously, the gore,
Yes.
it's the marked area.
Gotcha.
Where are you coming from?
The golf course. And I'm going to meet Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Oh, she didn't ask
take
him
the
where you're
driver's
going.
license
She
then.
asked him where he was coming
How
from.
many drinks have you had?
Yes.
I'm going to meet my
Coming from a
granddad.
golf course?
golf tournament in Wisconsin State after.
Okay, I'm gonna run you through some fields.
You're running.
Field sobriety test. Are you willing to take any field sobriety test?
Ladies and gentlemen out there that's watching on Facebook, if you go over to YouTube,
Step
Stevie
out of
Ray
the vehicle.
TV, and you can see
Keep the front lead foot on the line
He's trying to
and
limber up,
turn by
Steve.
taking a series of small steps with the other foot. I'm gonna demonstrate with 3. You will do 9, okay?
Yeah, get back there. Where's the shoes?
Okay.
I think he took them all off.
1,
What is that, a stain? Look like he pissed on himself. Did he piss on himself? What?
It was after that, Steve.
Look
That,
like
it was after that. That
poor Tony, man. I mean, how to run like you, man. Come on, bro.
Hey,
You
I
can't
think
run
I
from
got
the
a few
police,
feet.
man. You just gotta
I
sit
got a
there.
few feet.
That's evading, man. What?
I got a few feet, man.
Man, you know what that remind me of? That remind me of a friend of mine when I was a kid in junior high. You want to hear another good old wrestling Stevie Ray story? You want to hear one?
Oh, I want to.
And you
hear that.
reminded me of you reminded me of my childhood, man. Certain things in my childhood that you don't understand, Mr. Producer. I try to forget. You know why I try to forget them? Because some of the things are very traumatizing. They're very traumatizing to my psyche. But because of what you did, you brought things back, man, that I've been trying to forget about. Did you know that? You didn't even know.
I didn't mean to store anything, man.
Well, I know you didn't, but I'm just saying, man, you got to stay on the straight and narrow. Anyway, your libation, okay, we got to check that. But you know what it reminded me of? This is what happened. This is a true story. Another Stevie Ray true story, okay? I can't remember how old I was. I was maybe 13, 14 years of age, okay? And a situation happened in my neighborhood. And I'm going to tell you what happened. A young lady that was visiting some neighbors of mine that was down the road, down the street from where I live, a family that my family was very good friends with. And apparently, somebody in that family, one of the teenage boys, was playing with a gun. From what I can remember, I don't know what really happened with the case. I'm too young. You know, back in those days when I was coming up, you stay out of grown folks' business. You didn't hear what was being said by the adults.
Oh, of course.
So what happened, that's just what I can recall. What really happened, I really don't know. You know, I don't know if it was manslaughter. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know. But anyway, the guy that was accused of the incident was named James Kell. I remember that. And I remember like a zillion police cars down by this house at the end of the street down there where the stop sign is, where the main street goes. It had to be 25 police cars down there. So me and my friend from across the street, his name is Clarence. We walked down, a few people walked down, but back in those days, they didn't have the tape, roping off stuff. The police just let you know how close you could get.
Oh, yeah.
This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not making this up. I'm telling this story for the betterment, okay? For the betterment of Mr. Producer, okay? This is why I'm telling this story. Okay?
I'm learning my lesson right now.
Yeah. Okay. And brother, I don't know, the detectives was inside, all these policemen standing outside. Everything in Houston police cars are black. That blue that you would see on the Houston Oilers uniform, that kind of blue. All the police cars were that color back in those days. And finally, the police brings James Kell out of the house, okay? And they're getting ready to put him in a police cruiser to take him down to what they call Reasoner, downtown Reasoner Street here in Houston. Okay.
Okay.
And as they're putting him in the car, you know how the police put their hand on your head and do this?
Yeah, that's very familiar from what happened this
Yeah.
weekend.
You should know all about this.
Yeah.
So, and his cousin, who used to play football with us in the neighborhood, his name was Fat Daddy. I don't know Fat Daddy's real given name. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody in the hoods back in the day, in the neighborhoods back in the day, everybody got a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you're from the neighborhoods, if you got a nickname, nobody even knows what your real name is, or if you even got one. You know, so Fat Daddy was his, but he wasn't a fat guy. He was a muscular guy. but his nick, everybody called him Fat Daddy, you know? So Fat Daddy looked like he was dressed to go out that night because he had a nice shirt on and some nice slacks and some nice shoes. But James Kell, the guy that was accused of this incident, Fat Daddy didn't like how the cop was putting him in the car. And he pushed the cop like, you don't have to treat him like that. And he pushed the cop. He was overwhelmed with emotion, I get. And Fat Daddy was a pretty fast guy. You know,
So
back when he played football with us. Huh?
So was
He was
I,
a
man,
pretty, that's why I said you remind me of this. So when Fat Daddy pushed the police officer, when Fat Daddy, he didn't anticipate, I guess he didn't think about, brother, there's about 30 different police officers around here looking for something to do right now, okay?
Yeah.
And when he pushed him, I guess it hit him like, uh-oh. So Fat Daddy took off running down the street. And all these cops was in hot pursuit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never forget this. All of them are running, and they got their hands on their gun. That's the first time I had ever seen this. Because the only time I ever seen the police run was on television. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they're holding their, and they hawking. See, Fat Daddy couldn't get his real speed going because he had on nice shoes. You see what I'm saying? You can't run fast. And the police officers got these shoes that's got the rubber soles on the bottom of them, okay?
Yeah.
And they're hawking him down, brother. So he started kind of swerving in and out of yards in the street, you know, to try to get him off him. Man, I'm going to tell you something. This is why I'm telling you that reminded me of you, because you just tried to do the same.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I had my Nikes on that night, man, and I was ready to go. But as soon as I heard we got a runner, I already knew I was going for, man. I already knew what I was going for.
So that is why that reminded me of Fat Daddy. Now these guys, I don't know how many cops it was. They tackled him like you tackle a running back or something. And this is the thing that I didn't understand being a kid at that time. They started beating Fat Daddy. They started beating Fat Daddy up, and I'm like, well, maybe that's just protocol. If a black guy run from you, everybody beat him up, you know, if he catch you. Or maybe not a black guy, a Mexican guy, maybe a white guy too, depending on how pissed off they are. They've been sitting out here for 2 hours, you know, waiting on them to bring the culprit out. So they're probably pissed off. I really don't know. As they got Fat Daddy down, I can't even see Fat Daddy. That's how many guys are on him. I can't even see him. So his uncle, his name is Sleepy. Now, I don't know what his real name is. Everybody just calls him Sleepy.
This is the weirdest story that compares to Snow White that I've ever seen, man.
So then Sleepy goes up to the pile. It looks like one of those piles that you see those rugby guys doing. You know what I'm saying? It looks like one of those. I guess everybody trying to get a piece of Fat Daddy. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a kid. I'm not a grown man. I'm a kid. Like I said, I'm like 14 years old in junior high. And Sleepy goes up to the pack and is like, hey man, y'all ain't gotta do him like that. Only thing I heard after that was this. And I saw Sleepy flying. I saw him flying like somebody just kicked a field goal.
It's like one of those Looney Tunes, man.
This was in real life. I had never seen anything like this in my life. Sleepy left his feet. I heard something that sounded like a punch. Okay, I didn't see it. I just heard it. And I saw him flying in slow motion. He hits the ground. They in somebody's yard, what they call Fat Daddy. So they're in a yard. They're not in the street. And then we got a sidewalk, and then we got the street. Sleepy ended up not on the sidewalk. He ended up from the pack in the yard, and he landed in the street. He landed. So they finally get Fat Daddy up. You know what I'm saying? And brother, when they got Fat Daddy up, remember I told you he looked like he was ready to go out. He had a nice chain on, nice shirt, nice slacks, nice shoes. The shoes were gone. His hair looked like, I don't know, like somebody had pressed it or something. It was all out of place. His shirt was all torn up and his pants was hanging down on the back of his ass. I swear to God, it looked like he had a fight with a baby bobcat after that flogging, brother. I had never seen a transformation like that in my life. Oh my God, man. Oh yeah. Then they took Sleepy back down to where the incident started, throwed him in the back of a car, man. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't pay to run from the police, and it doesn't pay to interfere with an investigation, brother. That's why you reminded me of something that traumatized me as a boy. It traumatized me, and I can't get it out of my head. And Mr. Producer, I don't want that to happen to you, man. So hopefully this never happens again. But I'm telling this story for everybody out there that's watching right now. Just comply and hope for the best. Okay? I don't want you like Sleepy. I don't want you like Fat Daddy. I don't want you like Mr. Producer, bro. I don't want it. I don't want to see that. Okay?
And once again, to show the viewers at home why you don't dare DUI, here's unfortunately the dash cam footage of what Steve is talking about, what went down.
License and registration, please. We got a runner!
That looked just like Fat Daddy. It was the same exact thing. And you see how that pile of cops was on you? That's how they was on him.
I felt it.
But see, nowadays, they can't get away. They can't get away with the floggings because they got people with cameras now. But in Fat Daddy's case, no cameras around and people that they didn't ever care about that would testify. I didn't know it wasn't legal in the first place.
I'm not gonna lie, Steve. I felt so many guns digging into my hip that night. But you know, moving on. This is why Tony Romo also has to be careful. And in other news, CBS did put him on a hiatus for his actions this weekend and announced a replacement, Steve.
Yes, the replacement will be none other than J.J. Watt. He's going to be taking his place for while he's on his sabbatical.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
Oh,
sabbatical.
my gosh.
Because there have been many other people that have failed DUI tests, that have been in hockey, playing baseball, playing football, basketball, everything in those. So I want to know why, because this situation has so many eyes on it. I think they're just waiting for the heat to go down. Because I don't think a man should lose his job Because I don't really think Tony Romo was that drunk.
I don't think so either. I think that a lot of factors went into the situation at hand. I mean, think about it this way. Even Jerry Jones is stated over the weekend that, you know, he deserves a break.
Yeah, because Jerry Jones probably got picked up many times.
Oh, yes.
But who is that, my boy out there, Phil Donahue, saying, I've had my share of run-ins with the police simply because I ride in a 1% motorcycle club. Now,
Woo!
it's not illegal to ride in a 1% motorcycle club, so why are they messing with my man Phil? What about that?
Man, I have no idea. But one thing I can say is a motorcycle is way cooler than a white Bronco in my book.
Yeah, you don't see them much anymore. You're one of the last of the Mohicans that drives one.
Oh, yeah.
But Mr. Producer, let's move forward. Everybody, I hope you got, somebody just said Stevie Ray PSA. Brother, I'm always giving PSAs, man.
Yes.
You know? But at the end of the day, appreciate it, Ronald. At the end of the day, we're moving on, brother, because, hey, man, this is a crazy world we live in, brother. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
And we got to stay on top of things.
We have a lot, Steve, to talk about on the
Mr. Producer. Yeah.
Man, did you hear about the comments that are going on with Stephen A. Smith?
Yes. Yes, and I did.
I want to get your thoughts on this because, of course, COVID was not, you know, fun for anybody. But there was an athlete that took his stance on the many controversial era back then, and that was Kyrie Irving. But this man, Stephen A. Smith, did make comments back then to Kyrie. And
do we have his apology?
Yes, we do, Steve. Let me pull that up.
Yeah. Well, I want everybody to see this, and I want everybody's opinion on this.
Oh, yes.
That's watching right now. And anybody, like I said, that's watching the show on Facebook, you can't see the show.
Who had the courage to say,
the show is live right now.
And one of those people at the forefront was Kyrie Irving. I bring his name up because I had my issues with him from a leadership standpoint. Never as a player, because he's sensational. But with him, in terms of leadership. And I didn't look at it as being courageous. I looked at it as being selfish. And I watched Dr. Fauci on Capitol Hill yesterday. And the person I thought about most was Kyrie Irving because of the heat that he was taking. And how folks were piling on because that was just the latest transgression in their eyes that he was committing and subjecting the public to. He refused the vaccine. New York City's mandate made him ineligible for home games. And he linked his stance to people losing jobs over vaccine mandates. In my opinion, particularly hindsight-wise, it didn't make him stubborn or selfish. It made him brave for his willingness to stand up and say, nah, I'm not doing that.
What is your take on that, Steve, when you hear
something's wrong? Something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but something's wrong. Because this is the thing, Mr. Producer. Aaron Rodgers didn't take the poke.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Cousins didn't take the stab. The Bosa brothers didn't take the stab. Many NFL players and NBA players didn't take the stab. And Stephen A. Smith made this about this man being selfish.
Yes.
I think that's being very disingenuous on the part of Stephen A. Smith. It makes me think, it puts Stephen A. in a light that you actually advocating for someone else.
Oh, yes.
Everybody knows how Kyrie Irving is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows this man is about straight focus. And he's only going to do things when it comes to him the way he feels about it.
And
he's not going to let somebody. What was that?
And he was playing for Brooklyn at the time. And one of the biggest issues that Brooklyn saw because of Stephen A.'s comments is it forced the league's hand to say, we are no longer allowing Kyrie Irving to play any home games. And so for all that duration of that season, he did not play at Brooklyn. And it did affect the teams of tour's performance. But everyone was calling him selfish. And again, this kind of put the blame. Now it kind of, when you look at the situation, it puts the blame on Stephen A. And because he was the one domino factor that started all this, don't you think?
I don't really think they were listening to Stevie Ray. I mean, everybody listens to Stevie Ray. But what I'm saying is, I don't think they was listening to Stephen A. Stephen A. started a narrative for other people to listen to. The NBA is they don't need a fucking Stephen A. Smith or nobody else to tell them what to do. What they was trying to do was make him and other people, because see, a lot of people are not the known top guys like Kyrie Irving.
Oh, yes.
So you have to make the example out of Kyrie Irving. And not only that, Kyrie Irving had already taken heat about that book he wanted everybody to read that was on Amazon. And they made a big deal out of that. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm not going to go into it now, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, he caught big heat for that. Okay, so in essence, I think the NBA, because even LeBron James had to come out and say, I took the shot.
Oh,
but do we really know if LeBron James did take the shot?
There's no video evidence, no.
Well, so I'm saying is, to the people that's watching this, they were trying to get the empathetic side of the people that's watching this, saying everybody should go take the shot, like all the other businesses in the United States of America, even hospitals. What was everybody empathetic prowess when the people that were taking care of patients with COVID and that were dying, then all of a sudden, certain patients around the United States of America were like, I don't want to take a vaccine. These people around medicine every day, and they know how this thing works. And then they were all laid off. But you didn't lay them off when they was putting their lives on the line. What about that?
And there, and in this case, Steve, there were a lot of medical professionals that refused to take the shot. And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and they were, again, penalized for their actions. And again, all they want to do is help patients, help these people, and go about their business and go about their jobs.
Now, who was this? Phil saying, I had COVID in 2020, so I had natural immunity. I still had to get a vaccine so I could show my card to get in the MSG and all that. Yeah, they was doing all of that stuff.
Wow.
Phil. Yeah, that's the whole thing. A lot of people forced into doing something in a democracy. I don't agree with that. And then they put your job out there to do it. I just believe it was a bigger picture.
Oh, yes.
And that's why I don't believe that Stephen A. is being sincere right now, because of what's happening on Capitol Hill with Dr. Fauci.
Oh, yes.
That is what this is all about. So in essence, everybody that was right-wing leaning did not take the if they took the shot, it was because the job made them do it. That was one of their rallying cries. I'm not taking that because somebody is telling me to. Now everybody's defending Dr. Fauci, but there was talk about Dr. Fauci way back then that he wasn't being as forthcoming as he's supposed to be. I don't know one way or the other, but I know that's what Stephen A. is talking about. But the only thing I was really concerned about or really perturbed about when Stephen A. jumps down on Kyrie Irving, but he didn't jump down on all these other big name athletes that did the same thing as he did. That's why I thought it was an agenda. That's why I thought it was an agenda on his behalf. I don't think he was speaking for himself. I think he was speaking for the people that run his network or that whoever the network works under. We got to get this. It was not one person, ladies and gentlemen, not one person on national television that said, I don't think we should take the shot. I think it should come down to somebody's personal, situation, whether they want to do it or not. Not one person on TV. And if it was, somebody please tell me who it was. Tell me. I ain't hard to find. Not one person that was on television advocated for a person should have a personal choice for this. It was like, take the shot. Take the stab. Not one person. Everybody was saying that.
Oh, yes.
Not one. So if that's the narrative, you should go with it. Now look at it. Now they're looking at Fauci, and a lot of people don't realize Dr. Fauci was the same guy that was over when the AIDS crisis came out.
And Ebola.
That was the same thing. Ebola didn't hit like AIDS did, though. He's been over a whole lot of these different diseases that just come out of nowhere every 7 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? If something comes out of nowhere every 7 to 10 years. So back then, I remember Dr. Fauci because his name is the kind of name that you can remember. You know what I remember him saying, Mr. Producer?
What was that?
I remember him saying that, yes, you can get AIDS by just talking to somebody being close to him. I remember him saying that. Yeah, look it up. Man, I remember him saying that. Same guy.
Man, that's like me saying I can get salmonella by just, talking over this.
Brother, that's what he said.
My gosh.
But if you remember when the AIDS crisis came out, different scientists had different ideas about the whole thing when it came to AIDS.
Oh, yes.
Or HIV. There were different doctors saying we should treat it this way. There were other doctors saying we should treat it this way. Different parts of the world were saying it was nobody's. It wasn't everybody saying the exact same thing because there was nothing in the archives that attacked your immune system like HIV did. There was nothing. Yeah. Nothing. And I'm talking about medical journals that go back hundreds of years. There was nothing like that. This was something new. So if we're going to attack this, nobody can't be on the same page. You know why? Because you ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it. He ain't never seen it. She ain't never seen it. So how do we attack it? Everybody had their own theories is what I'm saying. But when it came 2020, and when it came to listening to the people out there that's giving us the information to help us against the COVID-19 virus, every single solitary person said the exact same thing.
Very true. And speaking of
everybody.
Speaking of controversial, Steve.
Oh, wait a minute. Phil, let me read this. Phil just said something. Dr. Fauci made over $900 million thanks to his Henry said, yeah, he was one of the investors and one of the people that was making the vaccine, right?
Yes.
Right, Phil?
Yeah.
But anyway, Mr. Producer, go ahead. What were you saying?
Speaking of Stephen A. Smith, and moving forward, the controversy did not end there, Steve, because he went on to interview one of the analysts that you know of the NBA, and I want to get your take when when you hear what this man had to say. I'm not gonna say his name, but people.
I'll say his name.
Okay, so here it is.
On to yet another team, a different team, a fourth team to win the championship. What would your thoughts be about that?
Well, I think number one, it would be incredible. But the
Look at
number
those
one knock for
bifocals.
LeBron for older guys like myself has always been, yo, man, you always stacking your team. He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in LA. Now he's stacking it in Philly. So that to me, I'm going to still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team. And people can say what they want to. I've always told people LeBron's the third best player I've ever seen behind Michael and Kobe. You know, when you're dealing with LeBron and the Stepford wives, if you don't say he's the greatest, you could put like blasphemy.
Yeah.
His crew,
I know.
You know, if they're like,
you get
they're
paid
like
to know.
Stepford wives. You have to say he's the greatest. He can't be the second. He can't be the third. That's why I call them Stepford wives. Even the men are Stepford wives. So, listen, LeBron's great, but like I say, my criticism, like, yo, man, he always makes sure he has the best players. And one of the reasons I always give Michael the advantage is Michael got his head beat in by the Pistons and the Celtics before he finally like, no, I'm going to get bigger, stronger, faster. But it'll be a great accomplishment. But I will tell you this, he did put a bullseye on his back coming to the Sixers.
Cut this off. Cut this. You know what? People like Charles Barkley and that analogy that nobody can ever be better than Michael Jordan makes me sick. It makes me sick to my damn stomach. Anybody that can rival LeBron James, it's definitely like Kobe Bryant. Anybody that says Kobe Bryant is anything near LeBron James is a goddamn idiot. And I don't care what nobody say. Kobe Bryant was a great player. He became a great player eventually. LeBron James was arguably in the top 5 when he came out of high school.
Oh, yes.
But be that as it may, Mr. Producer, okay, I want you to play another video that I sent you to offset this idiotic, bloviating, critical, imbecilic way of looking at things called Charles Barkley, and I want to show his hypocritical butt. Do you have the tape that I sent you?
Oh, yes. And for the viewers watching at home, this is the same man that is criticizing LeBron James for jumping team to team.
No, stacking teams. Remember?
It's going to have to be an ideal scenario. I'm going to have to be with some really good players, guys who really want to win the championship, and that would be the best for me. I don't want to rebuild. I don't want to play on a mediocre team. There's only like 5 or 6 really good teams in the NBA. And if I could play for the championship, that's the only goal I have left to accomplish. I wish it could be here in Phoenix, but they've just done a bad job with our team.
Among the teams mentioned.
What are your thoughts, Steve? What are your thoughts on that? Because
how can a man sit there and say what he was just saying, but then criticize LeBron James for it?
I think that reaction on the screen says it all. He said,
"Did you hear him?
Yes.
There's only 5 or 6 teams. Didn't LeBron James have 6 teams out there trying to get him?
Oh, yes.
Right? He just said the same thing for him. would like to do it here in Phoenix, but they've dropped the ball. Isn't that LeBron James wouldn't have his own sentiments when he started this whole thing? But you know something people don't talk about, Mr. Producer? When LeBron left Cleveland, what was the one team he couldn't get by that had stacked the deck? Remember that team?
I think I know where you're going.
The Boston Celtics.
Yes.
Remember those guys?
Oh, yeah. And we're talking about dominant force.
They had yes. And what did they all come from? Only one of them was there already. The other two came from other teams.
Paul Pierce was the only Celtic. Paul Pierce was the only organic Celtic at the time.
Yeah.
You had Kevin
then Ray Allen and the Big Ticket came from other teams, right?
Yeah. And Kevin
all
Garnett.
Superstars.
Oh, yes.
The big ticket is Kevin Garnett.
Oh, yes.
That's his nickname. The Big Ticket.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of hypocritical bullshit are you preaching, bro? You know why I admire people like LeBron James?
Why is that?
Because he doesn't look at the past and want to be like those Lulacs.
Oh, man.
LeBron James says, I run this league. This league is on my back, so I'm going to do what I want to do.
Oh, yes.
And I don't care what people from the past or the present or the future say about it. This is my league. And I'm going to use it the way I want to use it. But I'll never disrespect it. You didn't see LeBron James throwing people out of window?
No.
You didn't see LeBron James gambling with known shysters and gangsters on the golf course?
Oh, no.
You didn't see LeBron James philandering around with other women while he's married? You didn't see that? You didn't hear about LeBron James getting in clubs, popping bottles and making it rain in the strip club?
No,
now, don't get me wrong. Old Ray Dogman did all of that, but I'm not in the NBA, okay?
Yeah, but also, we can't forget Sleepy. He was there, too.
I never knew what happened to old Sleepy. That's something I'm gonna have to look into. But I don't hold myself to that standard. But what I'm saying is, everybody has been doing this. The Lakers were a super team. I mean, when Magic Johnson got to the Lakers, they had the greatest player in NBA history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then they drafted James Worthy, who was the best player on the North Carolina team with Michael Jordan. Then they had Norm Nixon. Then they had Jamal Wilkes and all this. That was a super team back then.
Oh, yes.
So this thing of manufacturing stuff, you telling me LeBron James is paying people?
Man.
But a lot of those guys back in those days, Mr. Producer, and let a lot of people know this. A lot of the guys back in the day, they couldn't go and do their own thing because the contracts were different then.
Oh, of course.
You didn't have the free agency like you got during the LeBron James days. You didn't have that. So a lot of guys may have wanted to do things, but they couldn't.
Oh, no.
Because
nowadays, you see players and owners and team organizations saying we're shopping around. And we're looking at players like, Kevin Durant and players like Stephon Curry, Klay Thompson, just to name a few. Now, you're making such a big deal. What I don't understand, Steve, is that you're making such a big deal out of someone who is just doing his job. And
I know that, but see, they couldn't do it. You telling me, if you listen to what Charles Barkley was saying, I would like to go to another team, if that team is good then. See, back in those days, free agency was different.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't get traded to somebody, you didn't go to somebody.
No.
But once free agency came into the picture, You see players doing this all the time. So why are you trying to put it on LeBron James? Because in the NBA, it's a players' league.
It is.
It's not the owners that's holding that ball over your head anymore. You see what I'm saying? That I got your rights and nothing you can do with them. No, if I play out of my deal, I can go anywhere I want. And if other people want to come with me, they have a right to do it. And I applaud LeBron James for showing all of these young men that's coming up behind him. This is how you handle your business against the gatekeepers.
Oh, yes.
When you know you have the power, you go out and execute your power. And those grumpy guys from back in those days, they are pissed off because they didn't have the power. And if they had the power back in those days, you tell me they wouldn't have utilized it?
I picked up on it right away.
Yes, they would have.
Yeah.
So, LeBron James, do what you do. I only think it's two people better than LeBron, like Kobe Bryant. For anybody out there to think there can never be anybody better than Michael Jordan, all you got to do is look at the see. He got 6 and he's only got 4. So when did winning championship predicate how good you are as a basketball player? Because I'm going to tell you like this. Tom Brady got 6, 7 Super Bowls. And they call him the GOAT. But if you know anything about sports, if you know a little bit about sports and how it works in a team sport, nobody can tell me that Dan Marino and Peyton Manning are not better than Tom Brady.
Oh, my God.
Nobody can tell me that.
And
nobody can tell me that.
Dan Marino had an arm, man.
You know, what I'm saying is, it's more than one way to be great.
Yes.
But if you're going to just base it on championships, see, that's a today thing.
It is.
Because most people are so inept when it comes to how organized sports is really put together. When you ask people that really know sports, they will never say Tom Brady is the best quarterback ever. That's a narrative for television.
It is.
Because everything is based off different things like that. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. And nobody will ever be able to tell me anybody that ever played baseball was better than Barry Bonds. Nobody. You can ostracize them. But in my world, tell that shit to somebody that needs to know. Because in my world, I know what I'm talking about. And I know what I saw. But let's go into the last thing, Mr. Producer.
Well, Steve, we have here is TNA Wrestling. I don't know if you heard about TNA Wrestling.
I heard a little about this.
Yes. This past Thursday, they were in Cleveland and they were promoting the appearance of LeBron James along with their championship match with Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy. But when fans showed up to the arena, that not only the match was canceled, but LeBron James was nowhere to be found.
Hell no, LeBron James ain't going to no TNA event, man. Really? Man, LeBron James is in the cave, grinding and grinding, man, getting ready for the season. That's what he's doing, man. I ain't going to no TNA event to see who performing, really? The last time LeBron James was at a wrestling event, he probably was a kid.
It was Monday Night Raw 2003 in October, Steve.
Like I said, a kid. He's 18 years old. Can you imagine LeBron James being at a jabroni event and not WrestleMania?
Oh, my gosh.
Really? You know, come on, man. At the end of the day, I think somebody pulled a fast one on those people.
They did.
I think they pulled a fast one. And a lot of people don't know when you look at the programs and stuff like that of a professional wrestling event, it always has on there, program subject to change.
Woo.
And as long as that's on there, the people can't ask for their money back.
And I'm glad that you brought that up toward subject to change, because Steve, we
What's
have
that?
breaking news.
What is it?
Earlier today, Brock Lesnar did announce that he is officially retired as an in-ring performer for professional wrestling. What are your thoughts on this, Steve?
My thoughts are, I think Brock is doing the right thing. He's had a great career, a long career, a very, memorable career. And brother, this is the way you want to go out. And the way you want to go out in the wrestling business, ladies and gentlemen, is you always make sure you give back to the business when you know you are leaving the business. You give back to something that was good to you and the fans that paid to see you. Don't be like a Floyd Mayweather, okay? And some of these other athletes out there. Don't be like them.
No.
Give back to the business that has been good to you. And I think that's what Brock is doing. I got the utmost respect for him.
And Brock Lesnar gave back in a big way, because this past Saturday, he did face Obafemi in a Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, and
you uplift the building.
And it was after that performance, he did state, that he is the past, Oba is the future, and WWE is clearly moving in a new direction.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh,
that's
yes.
a class individual. That's a class individual. See, he didn't do like a Floyd Mayweather. His last fight, when he made 48, not when he fought a MMA guy, against Andre Berto, a guy who everybody had beaten up. Instead of giving one of the young guys like Brock just did a chance to help them come up. He didn't do that.
Oh, yes.
So at the end of the day, hey, man, respect the business that you're in. Don't disrespect it. And I can say that about a lot of people that saying all this stuff about LeBron James. You disrespected the business, even though you might be good at what you do. A lot of y'all disrespected the business. This man never did, never disrespected the fans, never put his family in harm's way and people looking at him sideways. Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. Integrity. Do you have it? Do you have it?
It's very true.
Or maybe you don't have it. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for you guys tonight. And we are so glad that you guys rode along on another episode of the world's most dangerous podcast. And I'm telling you right now, we got some things in the works.
Woo.
And they're going to be coming very soon.
I'm excited.
And when they come, so am I. When they come, be ready, because we are. Now, for my man, Mr. Producer, my name is Stevie Ray. And this is the world's most dangerous podcast. And if you don't do anything else, ladies and gentlemen, you be one. Peace.
I work from 9 to 5. Hey, I gotta pay the price.